This podcast is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. Visit the Tech Podcast Network at www.techpodcast.com. If it's tech, it's here. Welcome to CalCast, your creative national podcast. This is Gospel Gadget Podcast, episode 39. Welcome, listeners, to Gospel Gadget Podcast, formerly known as CalCast, your Creator National podcast. We've changed the name to Gospel Gadgets because we want to show you what God is doing in terms of using technology to spread the gospel message all over the world and especially cross-culturally towards unreached peoples.
This podcast is proudly listed at podcastpickle.com.
Welcome, Gospel Gadget Podcast listeners, to another exciting interview with a brother who is using technology and media to reach the Muslim world in the Middle East. This brother lives in a very, very dangerous Middle Eastern area, but God is showing him tremendous favor, and he's got great breakthrough that he shares about in his ministry. We have a really exciting story ahead of us. So we're going to be splitting this interview into two parts once again. So here is part one. Okay, here we are today with our friend Jose, who is working in the Middle East. We want to hear from him a bit about what he's doing there and why he feels it's important to be there and what he's been able to accomplish while he's been there. Jose, it's great to have you here.
Thank you.
We're so excited to meet Jose and his real passion for the peoples, and so we wanted you to hear his heart and also some of the innovative tools that he's been using.
Jose, would you just tell us a little bit about your work there in the Middle East?
Well, I am in Middle East for 17 years already, and we were in two different locations. Unfortunately, one we were not kindly invited to live, But with the second one, it's been very good. We are seeing a lot of fruits happening, We are seeing God moving among, the unreached people there, and we're seeing a couple of movements happening on the ground.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's really exciting. What are some of the ways in which you're reaching out to people there?
We are going a lot to the streets, for evangelism. And one of the tools is what the Create International came out a couple of years ago. There was the Stream. It's a little router that we fill with a lot of material, videos, like the Bible in the local language, some worship songs, some worship video songs, And we go to the streets, we turn on the device, and we place people, and they're there. And through the device also, we can see if people are accessing what they're downloading, and there is a space for chatting, and that's been one of the great resource for us. Another one is the God's Pod, especially for us visiting families in their house. We upload with some specific videos or things that we want to show them, and we're there, just like pull out that and show them. There was a specific family there we load with Jesus film, and we show, but we plan to show pieces by piece, but the family was so much into we want to finish, but it was late night, we don't want to continue, we end up leaving there. They watched the whole Jesus film twice in the same night. They plug, they recharge, they watch again, and that's been a great source for us.
Wow, that's really exciting. So these are people that you're working with that probably have never heard of Jesus before, never heard the gospel, and that's really fantastic. You're able to share, and you use technology. So this Dove Stream is a unit that you can put videos on, and when you turn it on, it creates a Wi-Fi signal, and they can link to it with any device?
Yeah. Any device now, especially nowadays that we are walking, people are looking for free, Wi-Fi, free connection, and people get across with our connection. It's free. They enter, but they cannot access to the internet. As soon as they try to open a web page, let them to our device, and it's been amazing. Great source.
So you also mentioned that there is a chat room kind of feature on that. Can you talk more about that?
Well, I'll give an example. We were in a certain location around 5 months ago, and our guy, there was a specific staff holding that, and he accessed, and there was a guy asking, who are you guys? And he was like, we are some young guys that love Jesus. Really? Oh, I want to know more. I said, about what? About Jesus. And it's always tricky. Who is behind that? We never know,
That's right.
But the guy said, no, I want, and our staff felt peace. And they start to exchange message in that chat, and make sure they met. A couple of days later, he was not feeling comfortable to see him on the same day, but he met, I don't remember, a couple of days later, and he could share the gospel, and he's discipling that guy. Do of that shot, the guy said, hey, I want to know, who are you? We are people that follow Jesus, and we love him.
Yeah.
I want to know more about him.
Wow, that's such an exciting testimony. The really amazing thing about this tool is an area where you're at, maybe it's not so easy to be open with the gospel and sharing and things like that, but you can actually share it in a way kind of secretly, through this Wi-Fi network. And even people can look at it who are interested. Maybe they would be scared to look at this as well if it was really open, but they can actually look on their own private device and learn about the Lord and then inquire more. That's really fantastic. That's great.
Well, so you've also said in your area you have multi-agencies and teams, and so how do you share the DoveStream unit among your workers?
Yeah, that's another thing that we are trying to do. When we share what we have, friends, like different leaders from different organizations, they say, hey, can I use that also? Because what we are trying to do is not to overlap team in the locations of evangelism, Two organizations, like three organizations, there is specific days and hours they go to our office, they get the device, and they go around and they use, and even them, they're seeing some results, with DoveStream.
Wow, that's fantastic. I love how you're sharing the technology too, and you're modeling it, and they're looking and seeing this, and we want to do that with our staff and things. I really like the fact that you're doing this on a regular basis, and that you have your staff out there, and it's kind of like a weekly thing that you're using these devices in these media.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a tool that God gave us, especially for Create International. If God gave it's for us to use, we have to get, the advantage of the tool, and that's, hey, it's not everybody that it's open to speaking about Jesus with us, There are a lot of people, they want to know, but they are not willing to verbalize, what they want, but they are willing to, I find that I have free access to all these books or to the Bible or to audio Bible or videos and that, and they are free to download, and they feel much better doing that than really coming for a talk. And I feel like it's a tool that we have for people that it's not on the step and say, hey, I want to know more. Because persecution, it's in front of us. And I feel that a lot of people, they feel much more comfortable downloading these files than really going face-to-face conversation.
Yeah, that's the great thing too. As I understand about the Dove Stream, is you're not only able to watch it on your device, but you can actually download the film and the Bible and the things like that you put on there.
Yeah, I don't know the numbers exactly. Maybe going back I can check. But there was like, in 1 month, we had 7 or 8 people downloading videos, especially short videos, and that maybe these are people that if I offer them, they're going to say, no, I don't want. Yeah. But they prefer to keep some privacy and download and watch and go through than really, And also our locations that we come quite often to the same place. I never went behind to see if they are the same person that is accessing. I believe if the person really wants something, he knows that, that today, that time, maybe next week they're going, and we are going to be there. And maybe one time he can say, listen, I'm accessing to your device, and that, can I talk to you guys, and how can I do, or I want to know more about Jesus.
You made the earth and sea and sky. We respond by lifting you high. For our needs you have provided. We bow before you undivided. You made our bodies soul and mind. We respond by lifting you high. May every good thing lead us to you. Your mercy, your wisdom, and your truth. May every good thing lead us to you. Your mercy, your wisdom, and your truth. Yeah. And despite our imperfections, the cross, the tomb, the resurrections, they lead us to you at a night. We respond by lifting you high. May every good thing lead us to you. Your mercy, your wisdom, and your truth. May every good thing lead us to you. Your mercy, your wisdom, and your truth. Oh, oh, oh. For our needs you have provided. We bow before you undivided. You made our bodies, soul, and mind. We respond